The time has once again come for Dead by Daylight. Let me just mute myself. Something strange happened for the first time in a while. I'm seeing no blood point bonus for the survivor. It's almost every single time that I play survivor at this time of night, there's a blood point bonus because there's not enough survivors. And so it's kind of weird. I wonder how the games are going to be. I've also set up some new things to play with a new tool. I made a tool that reviews my VOD and suggests clips based on what I say. So I'm hopeful that maybe I can pair that with actually a proper VOD recording setup, and I can make some like nice high quality VODs again. Because I feel like I stopped wanting to do edits for like videos and clips and stuff because it was just enough effort that I didn't want to put the time into it. Like, it's not super hard to edit videos, but there's a lot of time spent like reviewing VODs to figure out what is clip-worthy. At least clip-worthy in my brain. It just wasn't worth the amount of time going into it. But with the new tool, I can just like tell it to review the whole VOD. It just throws a bunch of suggestions at me, ranks them based on what it thinks it's gonna do well. Then I review them personally to figure out what I agree with. And then I can just like plop a video in an editor, cut it down, get all the dead air out. And like it worked pretty well. I actually did a test run last week. I did a test run of the app and I was... Oh, it's a hillbilly? No, Bubba. So I did a test run of the app last week, and I had it suggest a couple videos, and I edited 2 of them into clips, and I posted them on TikTok on YouTube, and they both did pretty well. So that's made me like extremely excited for the future. Because if I can make this clip work, or this clipping tool work really well, I would love to share it with people. I've actually already ran it through a couple of other people's VODs, with their permission, of course. And in doing so, it's honestly already found a couple of interesting clips. There's definitely some limitations. I think the biggest setback for this tool is that it's going based on what I say. So if you are the kind of streamer... God, I've been hit by every regression. So if you're the kind of streamer that doesn't talk a whole lot, it doesn't have anything to make your VOD with, or to suggest a clip with. And so that's a little bit of a drawback. I also need to look into the logistics of maybe pulling in Twitch chat, because there is some element where it has a limited knowledge of what's happening. So for me personally, it's not the end of the world, because I'll read the message before I reply to it 99% of the time. And because I do that, it's able to pull the context from my voice. However, it will cite those things as if they are my personal opinions or my personal wants. So like if someone tells a story and I read it, it then tells me, oh, Mr. Streamer really, really likes whatever that thing was. Oh, he is a mad lad. That's a strong Bubba if I've ever seen one. Hi, Greedy. Double back? This is a weird guy. I haven't seen a Bubba this strong in a long time. Hey, does he hit that? Okay, so he doubles back. We 50-50 the window. My thought is we fake it. Where'd he go? Okay, okay. Kind of what I thought. I don't know if we can get too much here. Oh, he's got bamboozle. Oh, this is a strong Bubba. I love that. What else do we got? We gotta lead them for a 4-gen chase because we've had a rough start to this match. Okay, so we've got... He left. That's the end of the chase. I'm sorry, Bubba. One day we'll be reunited again. And I'll cherish that memory forever and always. Where's my gen at again? This way. But yeah, so I need to make it have more context, because right now, if I read a story, it thinks I'm the one that said it. And also, I'm not sure how I want to go about it. It doesn't understand collabs. So if two people are talking, it will try to discern that it is two people talking, but the only context it has is that words are being said in a specific order. So it can kind of formulate if it's a back and forth versus a single person talking. But not always. Which is a little bit of a bummer. I don't think it's the end of the world, and I'm pretty sure I could fix it pretty easily. Right now I'm using a special like machine learning library that runs on the graphics card to pull all the voice from the clip. And then with that information, it does some magic to try and suggest clips. But I think I've seen libraries that can also dictate and say, hey, X person is talking, Y person is talking. And if I can get that data, it would make it way better for collabs. I might make it like an extra step. I think I die here. I might make it an extra step so that you can have it optionally run it. Because my thought is I'll probably add it to the workflow so that if one person doesn't need it, they can just do the standard workflow. And if you do think you need to run it for a collab, you hit a little checkbox. It'll do an extra step, pull that data, and then use that data instead. But we'll see. Because I think there's trade backs. I think if I was to make it dictate for each person, I think I have to use a different library that's not as strong at transcribing. And the transcriptions right now are really what makes it special. I can make a weird sound effect. I could be like, blah, 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 and the translation will understand that I said gibberish, and it will transcribe it. It won't try to make sense of it. Like, I was playing the other day, and I transcribed a video, and I said Dwightlings, and it actually, like, properly transcribed that I said a not real word. And I think that's absolutely incredible. So if I had to trade that up, I honestly think it would be a big negative for the tool. Welcome in, Nox! I hope your night's going well. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's got bamboozle. What do we do here? This is a big, strong Bubba. Are you greedy? Oh, I ran into a wall. He deserves that. Oh, thank you for the 30 stream streak. I appreciate it. Hey, Nox. Would you be upset if I tested a tool on one of your VODs to try and suggest clips? Sweet. Okay. Because I made a new tool. Wonder if I can show it off. Actually, the corn's looking extra yellow today. I might turn the contrast down a little bit. I made a tool that goes through this big old long pipeline to like watch a VOD and then suggest clips from the VOD. And then I immediately used it, and it worked pretty well for my content. No, this is not... Wait, no, we're good. Is he coming back? Oh, he's in a chase with Dwight. And, so I'm kind of excited. I'm testing a lot of edge cases. I chatted with Rose. I pulled one of her, like, 8-hour VODs and ran it through it so that I could make sure that didn't fall apart with a super long video. And then I tested with someone else's VODs. Again, I got their approval. And, it all broke, but we fixed it, so it's okay. I think we go this way. Is he double back? Is he gonna cut us off? Ah, that's too greedy of me. Yeah, he bubbed it. He had one. No, too early. I think... Oh, I thought I was so close. Well, that's why you test. Yeah, that was kind of the goal. It's not perfect because it's using only transcription. So it's only using your voice and what you say and what it hears people say. However, that's perfect for me because I talk a lot. There's some things I need to work on to make it a little bit better. But like, if I can cut the editing time of my videos down, I might actually go back to making clips. Because that was the one thing that stopped me. I got so many nice things set up. I got like a VOD recording that's like super high quality. And then I just proceeded to do absolutely nothing with it because I didn't want to watch a 5-hour VOD to try and find clips. And most of the time, I wouldn't even find the clips. Like, I did the marker thing. I set up a thing so that I could hit a button when I think something funny happened. But the thing is, some of the clips you don't even realize. Like, I'll rewatch a VOD and I'll be like, oh, that was actually kind of funny. But, like, in the moment, I didn't have the context of the full situation. I just had my own personal thoughts. We'll see. All I know is it works pretty okay. What do we do here? We die? Is he cutting me off? No? I'm not sure. There might be ways I can make it better. My biggest gripe is I've used other clipping tools. I kind of want to give him a kill. I love this man. Here you go. If he gets me, that's fine. He deserves this. I wanted to moonwalk. So I used other tools. There was a tool called Spectre or something like that. It was like an online clipping tool. You pay money and it reviews your VODs. And I was like, sick. I would love a service that doesn't require me to comb through my entire VOD to make clips. And I got it. And it was kind of awful. Let me turn that down. Uh-oh. What just authenticated? Something authenticated. I did an update and it broke something. Whatever. I had a thingy for my scene manager that syncs with Twitch, and I set it up so that when it detects that the token it's using is invalid, it refreshes it. Standard authentication stuff. However, it appears to have decided to re-authenticate again. I'm a little confused, but that's software engineering. Welcome in, Taka. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Oh, in what way? Okay, so the Spectre's website that does clipping was awful because it was tuned for games. And the only way I can put this to probably make as much sense as possible is like if you were playing Call of Duty and you wanted to make a montage of your multi-kills, it would get every clip where you get a bunch of kills or you die, and you could look at those. But I feel like for 90% of people streaming, the idea of seeing your kill streaks isn't really the same content you'd probably want to put on your TikTok. Like, I personally, and this is my own personal opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. You're allowed to not agree with it. My personal opinion is when it comes to VTubers and TikTok content, I think the best TikTok content are the ones that are like a personal story or personal interaction. The VTuber or person interacting and having something funny happen. I honestly feel that when it's a TikTok that is 99% gameplay and your VTuber's in the corner, it's not as good as like a TikTok where someone is doing like some weird thing that happened to them about how they tripped over a park bench and found like $100 on the ground or something. Just some personal story. Understood. Like, it's a good for a very specific type of clip. Yeah, it's hardwired for games. Everything working? Okay, bad news. I might have broken that bot. But that's okay. Hopefully the rest of it works. Yeah, so it's just really, really good at making specific stuff. But that specific stuff's not what I want. I very much want more personal content. Things that are more interesting. And I don't think it does it well. I also learned that FrostyBot has clipping. Like, I didn't know that was a feature. Apparently, there's like a video scrub thing it has set up where you can pay $1 for like a basic scrub, and then it's for like a 3-hour VOD. You pay like $1 and it'll do like a light scrub of your video. But the person that told me about it and uses it says that it's really bad. And for $5, you can have it do like a full scrub of your video. But like $5 a VOD, it's not bad. Like, it's cheaper than an editor, but like, my goal here is I'm cheap. My tool runs everything locally almost. The only thing I couldn't run locally, I have to run on the cloud because I don't have like a 600 gigabyte graphics card to run an LLM on. So I pay like 10 to 50 cents for 3 hours of footage. I think he's over there. Hey, Icefire. Oh, lol, I'm doing all right. How about you? Wait, is that the killer? My god. I thought he was a survivor. Oh, that was unfortunate. I'm doing amazing, honestly. I've got so many cool things to share. I made a tool. I started working on my model again. I talked to my artist, and I have a commission with them to drop a design I have. I also made another commission to have them finish the other model I was working on, because I needed some inspiration before I could finish it. So I got that going again. And then I made the clipping tool to make clipping VODs easier. And then I used the clipping tool, and it worked. That's the best kind of project. The one that you put your time and effort into, and then you actually get something in the end. I could buy a gallon of milk with those dollars. Those dollars could go to be feeding hungry LLMs, Nox. You don't understand. These poor computers. What are they going to do without your money? What have you been up to, Taka? What was that? Oh, the killer is undetectable and it catches me off guard every time. But I'm super excited. I also designed it in such a way that you can install everything with a single click of a button. But it's such a complicated install that it actually has to set up a virtual like environment, and then it installs Python, it installs a couple different LLMs, it installs Node.js and a couple of other things all in that little environment. And that way, if you want to uninstall it, you can just delete it. That way I don't have to worry about like leaving crap all over the computer. I haven't decided if I plan to share it with people yet. However, I have been talking with people and testing it on their VODs. Although one of the people, I'm not going to say names because it's a little bit embarrassing. They were like, hey, you should test it on this VOD. So I pull up the VOD and I have it run through it. The first clip it suggests is like, VTuber talks about or denies fart fetish. And I'm like, what in the hell did this poor AI have to review? Oh my god, it was wild. I almost feel a little bit weird with this information. Because, like, I can have it run through a 3-hour VOD in, like, 3 or 4 minutes. And I now understand, like, the key points of the VOD. Because I'm very excited. I'm happy for you. Oh, thank you. I am actually extremely excited. I honestly, the thing that makes me the most excited is, like, sharing it. I honestly love when I can make people's lives better. But it has a long way to go. I have some things I want to set up on it. I also, one thing I really want to do, and I'm going to have to record a VOD of like a game playthrough, or Nox, I might have to steal one of your VODs. One project I want to set it up to do is to comb through a VOD of a game playthrough. And then what I wanted to do is cut out all the interesting stuff that, like, you're talking about, as well as any conversation related to the game. And then the idea would be, if I could turn, like, a 6-hour VOD of a game playthrough and cut out all the dead air, it could make it a super easy way to get, like, a mostly formatted video to upload straight to YouTube. That's one of my other goals. My concern, I don't think it's accurate enough that it's going to be able to do this without hand tuning. Like, you'll probably have to go back and review what it does. But ideally, it'll be able to at least cut out a lot of the dead air. And then once it cuts out a lot of the dead air, hopefully it reduces the amount of work by, like, 80%. Is kind of my end goal. Okay. I'm sorry, Claire. I was waiting to get the unhook because I want to get that gen done. He says, like, my VODs are gameplay and not me yapping. Well, I mean, just because you're yapping, that could be better, though. The idea is that it catches interesting stuff. So if you're yapping, it'll get something, like, interesting that you talked about. And then it'll also get you when you're talking about the game and playing through it. Given, I feel like there's a limited scope of how useful this is going to be for everyone. Because on the other hand, if you're not, like, talking about the game, you're not like, I think I need to go rescue the teammate. Let me hop over here and see what they're up to. It's not gonna pick it apart as well. So I definitely think that's gonna be a bit of a drawback. And I don't know of an easy way around that. I don't know that I want to spend a bunch of money on this. Again, if I'm paying 50 cents a video that's like a 4-hour, 5-hour VOD, that's totally fine. I have no problem with that because that's saving me so much time. If I save 2.5 hours for 50 cents, that's worth it. But if it's like $10, $15 and we're kind of getting to the point where, like, you hire a video editor for $10 an hour, like, it doesn't make any sense. So I kind of have to, like, pick and choose how important everything is to me. I could heal you, but I think you just want to grind, and I can understand that life. Although I had the funniest thing happen earlier today. I was testing out the tool. And I was testing it on a new person. You think he's gonna teleport? Oh, that's bad. He's gonna hit this one for sure, right? I was testing it out on someone. They gave me a VOD to look at, and I had made a couple changes in the app, and I loaded up their VOD. And some background is that the video editor has like a cutoff. It rates how interesting it thinks a clip is, and a number scale 1 to 10. And if it's under a 4, it just doesn't suggest it. And the idea is, like, majority of a VOD is probably not going to be clip-worthy in a way that you'd probably want, like, someone to see online. I'm a snow cone now. And so I put their video in, and it returns 0 clips. And I'm sitting there like, was their VOD that bad? And I was like sitting there like, this person knows I'm running it on their VOD. I have to say something. And I'm like, no, there's got to be something more. And I did some digging. I found out it was a bug. And it was, in fact, not their VOD being extremely boring. And we got that fixed. However, that was the weirdest panic I had ever experienced in my life. Just having to explain that stuff. I also learned you can pull... 1 second. Where am I going? I don't know how to dodge this, man. I learned you can pull VODs from Twitch really easily. He's gonna, like, cut me off, right? No. Ah, I knew he was gonna do that. Where'd he go? And so I found a tool that does it. And now that I know that you can pull VODs, I don't make that corner, do I? Now he hits that. I'm kind of debating if I want to make the tool use that as a source. Because right now I provided the VOD file, but I realize I don't know if most people save their VODs. If this man gets a gate and leaves, this mission is this game is a success. No, it's not worth it. I appreciate you, but this is not going to work out. Oh no. Is he gonna slug for the 4K? So, do we go for gate? I think the play here... He's right there. The play here is probably a hatch. I have blood behind me. Hopefully he doesn't see that. I hear him. I don't have a window. I don't have the pallet. I don't think he's doing that out of friendliness, right? There's no hatch here, is there? I don't hear it. Okay. I don't have a pallet here either. He's gonna cut me off, right? No? Oh, it still hit me. It lingers for so long. Okay. Do we just leave? We're gonna full send it. I didn't know I could bounce it off the ground. You have a limited time to have VODs on Twitch, no? Yeah, it gives you like a week or two. What is it? There's like 16 different rules on how long a VOD lives on Twitch, and it's really confusing. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get an extra 2 weeks, and if you're partnered, I think you get an extra 2 weeks. Something like that. And so sometimes the VODs last like a month, and sometimes the VODs last like 2 months. And I don't think there's any way to know. I know personally, I need to set it up so that my VODs... I need to make my VODs public. I might upload every VOD to YouTube, and then I forget that I need to make them public on YouTube, so I actually just have like a terabyte of VODs unlisted on YouTube. And it's actually a problem. I think YouTube's getting mad at me because YouTube has stopped encoding my videos very quickly. And I think that's a sign where they're like, hey, you're costing us money and you're not giving us any money. So we're kind of getting upset at you. Prime, you have to up it for like a month. Yeah, I actually don't even know how the Prime thing works. I don't even remember turning it on, but like it's been active because I've had VODs active for like months. I think 2 months. Let me turn on my AC. And like, so I want to protect my VODs. I want my VODs to exist. Because like at the end of the day, if you're streaming and you're making content, I almost feel like it's a little memento of yourself. And so by saving your VODs and uploading them somewhere where they don't disappear, You're like leaving your little spot on the internet. And I think that's really cool. So it makes me a little bit sad that Twitch gets rid of the VODs. I understand that storage is expensive and there's no commercial way to do that very profitably. Is that a Nemo? I saw something like a zombie. I don't know what that was. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Non-verified YouTube channels not have videos longer than 15 minutes. Isn't verification really easy though? I have had my YouTube channel since before I was allowed to have a YouTube channel. And so that bad boy has been verified for a very, very long time. I don't even know the process is. I almost feel like verification on YouTube is just like phone. Like, they send you a text to make sure you have a real account. When I went to verify, it asked for my ID. I wonder if they changed that recently. I know there's, like, an AdSense account. I actually had 2 AdSense accounts, so they shut them down. I didn't realize that was not allowed. I didn't know you're supposed to have one account for multiple YouTube channels. I don't know how multiple YouTube channels work. But that's okay. I don't really make money on ads, so I just disabled my ads. Oh, it's a demo. It's Google, so yeah. I don't know. Do you have a VOD YouTube channel? I know that Twitch did that big purge a while back. Did you end up, like, migrating? What's happening here? I'm sensing he's not playing this game. I could be wrong, though. I do. Oh, yeah, you do have a YouTube. Do you list your videos, though? I feel like the last time I looked at your YouTube account, I saw... Oh, what was it? The Wario joke. And I laughed. But I feel like even that video, when I checked, it was kind of old. But I private my VODs. So it's just Shorts ATM. Oh. I will say, it might be worth making them public. I've also heard to disable publishing the videos to your subscribers, especially for Shorts. Because your subscribers often rotate what kind of content they watch. And so there's a chance that if they subscribed to a long time ago, they're not going to be interested in your content now. Because everyone's got ADHD and they got to infinite scroll their attention. But like, YouTube has been doing something really weird. I don't know if it's just you. But my YouTube has given me suggestions that are like 40% my subscriptions, 20% random popular videos. That man switch. I think 40, 20. And then 40% of my suggestions are videos that have like 3 views on them. And so I feel like YouTube's trying to make a push to try and counteract the like big publicity. What would it be, like a publisher? Not a publisher, but like the big commercial companies on YouTube. Because for a while, like the most popular videos on YouTube were like CBC News. You'd have like some mega corporation making YouTube videos. That's a dead end. That's embarrassing. Oh, you didn't see that. Nothing happened. If I hit that window, no. You didn't see that? Nothing happened. Welcome in, Howling! I hope your night's going well. I don't know if it's worth keeping, to be honest. Okay. So I'm on like the same... I feel similar. I feel like I don't want to share the VODs. But on the flip side, the VODs have already existed on my channel for so long. And so like, I don't I don't unlist my VODs on Twitch unless I make an oopsie and dox someone in my life. And that... Oh my gosh, Howling, thank you. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. You're so sweet. I hope you're doing well. But I want to save the VODs. I just don't want to list them. Okay, I mean, at the end of the day, YouTube storage is free for now. Like, I feel kind of similar. Thank you for the head pets, Howling. Thank you for the 5 subs. You're so kind. You're so sweet. You must have come from Zoyer's stream, didn't you? Hydrate? Yes. Oh, yeah, actually, now I can. Okay, hydration has occurred. Okay, I was about to say, I feel like the people that watch Zoyer's stream are some of the, like, most kind people. Do you think he saw that? I might have been crouched a little too long. Yeah, he might have saw. He doesn't know. And so they're like some of the sweetest people. I apologize, my game doesn't normally look like this. I literally, when nobody was here, I looped the Bubba for like 10 minutes. I swear. Guys, I'm not lying to you. I just want to make sure that this demo feels motivated. Because, you know, sometimes the killers do poorly. It makes them want to, like, be extra sweaty. And so by doing this with them, it makes them feel more reassured and they have a better time. I'm just thinking for their best interests that this is the best way to play. Gosh, guys, I'm so kind. Because I realize my streams aren't really good VODs. Since I talk too much, I still have my old Dino Crisis VODs from back when I was trying to post VODs normally. Okay, but I feel like there are a non-zero amount of people, like a fairly substantial amount of people that like to listen to your voice. I almost feel like as long as there's not loud, jarring sounds, your VODs would make like excellent like sleep aids. You want? No? Okay. So it honestly might be perfect. Oh, this poor Jen is gone. Do we double up? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's really down to like your personal preference and stuff, but like your VODs might make excellent content, especially for YouTube. Maybe it'll do well. It's one of those things where like every single YouTuber that I've seen, when they start on YouTube, they put out videos that get like no views, and that's just like the standard for YouTube. And like eventually the system suggests their video and maybe they end up getting like a bunch of views. And so like maybe it's worth doing. Just you have your little niche. You have a very calming voice. It doesn't even really matter what you're talking about as long as you're talking. I honestly, it might do really well. What do you think? Oh, he knows. I just wanted to watch the chase. This Temo's being rude. Guys, he's being a bully. What we got here? Do we... I don't make that circle. Oh, unless he does that. Okay, we fake it, and then he does his charge. He didn't do the charge, guys. Loop as tightly as possible. Fake it again. Oh, no, guys. Why am I so greedy? You're never gonna get that pallet out of me. I've been told this before, but YouTube feels weird. I don't market my voice as being the niche, so I'm unsure. Dude, I don't... Okay. I don't understand marketing the slightest. I want you to know, I have made clips of my videos where I edited the video and I was like, this video is dumb. There's no way anyone's gonna watch it. And I put it on YouTube and it got like 30,000 views. And then I made another video and I'm like, this is gold. I love this. It's hilarious. Got like 4 views. So like, I don't even know. I'm not the expert when it comes to marketing. However, I feel like it's worth trying. As long as you're comfortable with it. That's the other half of that. I know there's a lot of personal stuff that goes on. So like, I can understand wanting to keep things private. Also, Howling, what kind of games do you play if you're still there? Me still laughing about that one guy who was like, there's only 2. Oh god, in response to people not knowing my gender. Oh no. Wait, did that happen recently? I don't know. Genders are weird. Dude, there are so many things that confuse me. I met someone that has like multiple personalities. And like they have things called like fronts or something like that. And where like a different personality is in the lead that day. And I met their friend who also had the same thing, and one of them started like blowing up the other one for like their fronter changing around a whole bunch. And so I'm just sitting there confused. I'm like, I thought everyone just had one personality. It's just like their main brain and then like your energy level. Like at a certain point, I don't have the energy to be social, and so I go into like vegetable mode as I recharge my social battery. So it's just like, it's astonishing finding out that people live lives completely different from mine. It's on the last short I posted. Oh my god, I need to check out your YouTube. Dude, every time I'm the one that gets the surge, or what is it called? I haven't really been playing much. Oh, it's the unknown again. Okay, this is gonna be my time to learn. Okay, we gotta look at them. We gotta get that off of our brain. Keep ourselves... That continue working. Cool. We're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna keep looking at him. We're gonna play the Myers stick. Stand on the balcony, watch him from above. Oh, he's out there. He's too far. We don't get it away. Hey, I need to check that. I need to check your YouTube. It's one of those things where, like, if people don't upload frequently, it just stops suggesting it. Let's grab our teammate. Our Nicolas Cage is on the gen. So our teammate's gonna die if I don't grab him. I haven't really been playing much ever since I got tired of deadlock randoms. Oh no. Did you get burnt out from bad teammates? That is brutal. Was that like your primary game? Do you have like a preferred style of game that you enjoy? Because I know Deadlock's like a MOBA. Wait, does Deadlock count as a MOBA? It's like a third person, I assume, MOBA? Okay. We need to get that head thing off of us, or else he's gonna hit us. Okay, we got that. Now we watch. Damn. We have a T&L weird window. Double back. We go wide. He cuts us off. We hit the next loop. Next loop is Shaq. I got some distance. You gonna spit? No? He's gone? I'll take that. Definitely a MOBA. Have you gotten into any other MOBAs or any other genres? Or are you just kind of burnt out from games? Because I can kind of get that. There was one time where I felt like I had so much going on in my life that, like, games just kind of became disinteresting, and I kind of just stopped playing video games. And that was like a solid month. So hopefully you're doing okay. It's a trauma response, essentially. Your brain basically shatters into different personas. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't want to be disrespectful. Oh, yeah, so like... I don't know. I just think it's so interesting. There's this like entire world of people that I had absolutely no knowledge of. Oh, that makes sense. They definitely seem like they had gone through some trauma. I wonder if there's other things like that. I know my... Welcome in, Masa! I hope you're having an amazing night! There was, my... Thank you for the head pets. I appreciate it, Masa. There was, my wife's partner at one point, ex, was that, like, sort of multiple personality thing, but they didn't let it show. Or they didn't explain it, or something like that. I didn't realize. My wife explained it later. But they were crazy. And so that ended up not working out. However, that was my first experience. It was not the best. Oh, Alan, you're so kind. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. If you make sure that you have plenty of money so you don't have to worry. Because what you're doing is amazingly kind, but I also want the best for you. Dude, I was watching... I don't think I hit that. I was watching... I don't make that one either. We fake it? Darn. But you're so sweet. I was watching a Twitch streamer, and someone dumped literally like 300 subs on this man. And like in the back of my mind, the only thing I could think of was like, is there a way to abuse Twitch subs and get refunds on them? Like, who drops like 3 grand on Twitch subs? Like, what kind of money do you have to not have to think about it? Actually, Howling, have you... I don't know if you're, like, close with Zoya or not, but, like, does Zoya ever look for more people to play Deadlock with? I think last time he streamed it, he had a full team. I was gonna ask to slip in, but it seemed like they had everything all situated at that point. Okay, after this round, we're going to try a different build. There's a build I've been using that is surprisingly strong. However, it has the negative side effect that when your teammates seeing you do it, they want to DC. And it's kind of a shame because they're misinterpreting the actions that I am committing. But it works out really well. And so the entire build is basically a full totem build. The idea is I break totems and I heal myself, and I break the totems really, really fast. So it basically comes out to about the same amount of time as takes people to heal me. The problem is the perk that lets me find the totems it makes me like crouch like this. And when you crouch like that, your team sees you crouching like that, and they think that you're running urban immersion, and they're extremely disappointed because you're just crouching and doing nothing. And so their first assumption is that you're throwing the match. I'm not actually that close to Zoya, to be honest. Oh, that's interesting. Have you... I don't know. You seem like you might be kind of like a shy person. Are you someone that doesn't really like... How do you phrase that? Sorry, I don't want to be like offensive. Are you... like, I guess shy would probably be the best way to put it. Also, if it's like too much to answer, feel free. You can skip it. I don't want to like put you on the spot like that. Sounds mad sus. It's a little sus. It's a little funny. It works so well. It's an amazing build. I want him to crawl that pallet, but he's too far. But like... I used it for a little bit the other week, and then I was playing with people that had totem builds as well. And so we were ending up like competing for totems. And because we were competing for totems, it kind of didn't work out. We saw the killer back there. Okay, so the gen is blocked. Deadlock's actually doing us a favor because you can't kick it. So we'll hop back on the gen once it's done. Deadlock is like what? Deadman switch? That's like 40 seconds. This might be a moment. We'll hide behind it. He won't know. Do you think he knows? He knows. Okay, that's cheating. Do you think he has... what's that perk called? Nowhere to hide? No, okay. So maybe he has some sort of vision. Where'd he go? Ooh, we greed the pallet. We greed the pallet. We go this way to pallet. You think he doubles back? No. We take him back to the middle. We'll hit the next loop. He cuts me off, right? No? Drops a little guy. Is he gonna teleport? We run wide. My thought is, we run wide because I thought that was gonna happen. He's looping himself. We're gonna let him stay preoccupied. We're gonna go back to our gen. Actually, no, we have a med kit. I'm gonna go heal upstairs. I feel like he hasn't been up here. Oh, I think he might have found me. He might be onto me. We're gonna keep going. This looks like a pretty barren segment of the map. We will sit here. We'll keep healing. Oh, he found someone. Okay, we'll finish our heal. Not necessarily shy. Sometimes my brain just doesn't comprehend how to conversate with people. So, like, talking to people is hard? Or, like, does it feel like talking takes effort? Is that... is that the good way to put it? We touch him. Oh, they got the last gen. Nice. The other person still has a hook state, so we can still get the unhook. I'm gonna go wide. Maybe see about unhooking. If he's camping, then we go for door. That's probably the best way to take this on. He's gonna die, though. Yeah, I kind of assumed that was gonna be the case. Make him think we're still going out? He broke off. Okay. We have our sprint burst ready. I'm a little worried to unhook him, but kind of in a bad spot. Ooh, that actually saved my life that he took that hit. Okay, so I've already thrown most of the pallets over here. Oh, he's going for the kill. That's kind of a shame. Let me get the door. Maybe we can get the... maybe we can get him out. Not necessarily shy. Sometimes my brain doesn't comprehend how to conversate with people, and it depends on the person. So... it's just easier to talk to some people. I'm just trying to understand, because I like, I don't know, I personally feel this similarly. I don't know if it's the same as you, but, like, I'm the kind of person that I feel like talking can be very difficult. Oh, I need to get out so this guy gets hatch. I don't know if he's going to be able to get hatch. I really hope he can. I feel like sometimes conversating with people is like a challenge. It takes a lot more thought. I've learned that, like, when you talk to someone, your brain normally can come up with a response within the first couple of seconds. However, oh my god, they got out. That is amazing. So, your brain comes up with a response in the first couple of seconds. However, some people filter what they say too heavily. They're I don't know if self-conscious is the right word, but like, you think of something to say, and then you say, no, I can think of something better. And by going down that cycle, it like makes me expend a lot of energy to communicate. And so it makes me like struggle to conversate with people over long periods of time. Like, I'm the kind of person on Discord where I might reply to someone immediately. I might reply in like 4 days. And it just kind of depends on my energy. But like, I'm kind of curious if it's the same for you. Oh yeah, the build. We're gonna get that build one way or another. It was totems. There we go. And so, like, I personally actively have been trying to fight my like filter, because I found that like 90% of what I think is totally okay to say. And so I feel like by filtering it, I kind of just make it less genuinely me. But it's just a really hard thing to get past. Although it's interesting you say it depends on the person. Have you had experiences where everything came, like, easy? Because I definitely could see there are a lot of people out there with very different ways of communicating, and there's definitely a lot of, like, mismatch, where a lot of people tend to push towards, like, talking about themselves. And so I don't mean to put myself on blast. I swear I'm doing it because I'm streaming. But like, they talk about themselves and they kind of ignore the other side. And I think within reason, it's a good thing to do. However, I think it's good to always be open to the other side and what they have to say and what they're thinking of. Because I feel like a lot of people don't want to listen. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, latency, save me now, please. Okay, what do we got? We got a little thing up here. I'm gonna run to that wall a little bit. Oh, I could have faked that and I would have been in a much better spot. Okay, okay. We're learning. So I feel like a lot of people want to... Okay, how do I even phrase this? Sorry, this is a subject I haven't really talked about much. But like, a lot of people don't want to listen. And because a lot of people don't want to listen, I feel like it can make it hard to conversate with certain people. And so because of that, there can be like some mismatches. So like, depending on how your personality meshes, maybe you meet someone that's kind of quiet, or they haven't really opened up. And if you're not able to like take the lead on it, then it ends up in the situation where it feels like trying to talk to someone is just like a really hard thing to do. Meanwhile, you can have someone that listens, that can make you feel oh god, I didn't realize he's behind me. That's embarrassing. You have someone that listens that would make it feel a lot more natural. And it's this really, really weird thing. Like, when you look at a conversation, it's easy to look back on a conversation and say, I had a good conversation, or I had a bad conversation. But a lot of the time, you don't really have an opinion why. You get a good or a bad vibe based on your interaction, but you might not actually have any understanding of why you felt good or bad about it. Oh, I have a thing that lets me see the killer, and he's a stealth killer, so it's not very useful. Where's my totems at? You want to heal me? Did I interrupt them? When they heal me... Oh my god. When they heal me, it stops it. I'm actually going to sit here for just a moment. Oh, no, I lost it. It completed, and then they started the heal again. What a shame. Oh, you want to finish that? Thank you. Hopefully that makes sense. It's definitely something kind of weird that I've found over time. Killer's probably right there, right? Something tells me that they are running for a reason. And I'm assuming that's the reason. Okay, we gotta play. This is gonna be our chase of our life. I don't think he's here. I think he's gone. Cool. God, I see a stealth killer and he's right behind me again. I'm gonna be so incredibly sad. Never thought about it like that, but you're right. Oh, cool. I appreciate the confirmation. It's just something really weird. But like on the flip side, there's like this weird... Okay. So here's a cheat. There's a trick to conversating where the golden ratio, if you're communicating with someone, is that you're talking like 30% of the time. If you can get someone into something they're passionate about and ask questions about it and kind of continue the conversation, if they're engaged and like really having a good time in the conversation, usually they'll be talking about 70% of the time. I would have helped you there, but I'm also on death hook. Here's the plan. I don't like this. Okay, he knew I was gonna save. So here's the plan. We leave. We find our totem. We finally heal. There's gotta be a totem right here, right? Oh my god, he's coming for me. I just want my totem. My build. It all came to this. I'm gonna go upstairs. In case he... the stealth on an indoor map is brutal. Oh, he's right there. Let's... Oh, our teammate's been grabbed. That's good. I don't know. It's very interesting. I would say the biggest thing that surprised me is that socializing is a skill. And I feel like that I never understood that before. Oh, that's awkward. I don't have a pallet there or there or there. Wait, we crawl. So socialization is a skill. It's something that you can actually learn. So if you ever feel like you might just like... how do I... Again, I have to phrase this in a delicate way because I don't want to be like mean. Because I personally felt this way. I have felt like I was really bad at talking to people. I always felt like to have a good conversation, I needed to be an interesting person and tell lots of interesting things about my life. And the idea that just by like listening, the idea that you can work on your conversational skills and like improve them just did not register in my brain in my entire life. I kind of just assumed everyone was born with whatever conversation skills they were raised with, which would just be based on the friends and how they were raised with their parents and whatnot. And so it's weird to think that you can like actually improve yourself. You can learn how to socialize. One thing I will say is that when it comes to some people are really rude. And like, it's the one thing I've never fully understood. There's like some people have like the dude bro cod sense of socialization where they might say something insulting, but like in a loving way. And it's like the weirdest experience I've ever had. And it's something I still don't understand. When I used to work at like a data center, my coworkers in like the electrical engineering team were like the kind of people that would like walk up and be like, fuck you, and flip you off. But they would also be like super, super friendly. And like, I think by saying the F word, it was their way of being like, we accept you as a friend. Because we just chat about like stupid things for like an hour. Like, it was the kind of coworker where like, it'd be like, okay, well, it's kind of a quiet night. We'll go play foosball for like an hour. And let me tell you, these guys were insane at foosball. Like the amount of time they spent playing foosball and the amount of effort they put in, I swear you need to wear safety glasses around them, because they're the kind of people that will launch the foosball off the table. And it's terrifying. It's like a gunshot. They go to kick it and it just gets launched somewhere. But like, I don't know. Anyway. This time, we're gonna use the build. Wait, what are you pausing at, Nox? It was just how they played. Like, straight up, they played that way with everyone. I was not a foosball expert by any means. However, it was insane. Is it another unknown? Oh, it's Tokyo Ghoul Man. Who put that there? We 50-50? If I cut the corner a little more narrow, I would have made that. Take your eye out with that ball. It's round. It would replace your eye, so it would all work out. Dude, imagine having a little foosball. You'd never know. If you had an eye patch on the other eye, they could never see where you were looking. Well, I mean, you wouldn't be able to see where you were looking either. But like, you get the point, right? One bad habit of mine is that I kind of filter personalities, like sorting them into boxes. And I sometimes predetermine if I want to get to know you based on who you remind me of past experiences. Honestly, okay. This might be a bad thing to say. Stereotyping wouldn't exist if it wasn't accurate an abnormal amount of time. So like, I honestly, that's a pretty reasonable way to go about things. I feel like within your first interaction with a person, it's not like a tall tale, this is now a bad person, but I feel you can get enough of a vibe of who they are to at least understand if you want to be involved in that. Okay, it's time to get tunnel. Let's do this. No? Alright, it's time for totems then. Is he looking for me? Oh, that's bad. I just want to get my totems, man. Please. Oh no, Bill was coming over here. Never mind. But like, I kind of agree. I've kind of gotten the same impression. I will... Honestly, okay, live streaming. I don't know if you should meet people streaming. However, I have learned that I can't tell if he's following me or if he's just getting nervingly close. Oh, he's definitely behind me. I don't make that, do I? Ooh, okay. Okay, he vaulted. I don't make that. Oh, he's got a fast vault. Do you have superior anatomy? That was a really fast vault. Okay, so I've learned with streaming, I have the luxury, and honestly, I don't know if it's the best way to go about it. You have the luxury that you can, like, see how someone interacts with who they're chatting with. And you can get a pretty okay vibe of who they are. And it's not always accurate. Sometimes when people do collabs, they'll, like, try to match the energy of the person they're with. And that can cause, like, a really weird interaction where the person's nowhere near like they normally would be. I would like to heal you if you don't mind. Is he coming over here? No. But, like, you can kind of get a vibe of who they are, which can be kind of nice. And honestly, being able to chat with someone can also be kind of a good way to get a vibe on someone. But that kind of goes both ways. Because, like, there's like a million chatters that will try to get to know a VTuber, actually. I could go find a totem. Let's go get a totem. He's coming. This is bad. We take a hit, but I think we get our heal off. Okay, he's that way. So long story short, if you get a vibe that you don't think you get along with someone, that's honestly probably good to just continue on. Sometimes a person is probably not a good mesh. And so it's honestly better that you figure that out instead of, like, suffering through it. I'm on Death Hook. Yeah, we got Hook. He's also about to go to second stage. And if I don't unhook him, then it'll be bad. I'm gonna... Next round, we're gonna use this totem build. I swear. Friends till the end. Well, that's no longer important. Okay, now it's time to use the thing that makes everyone quit. Oh, he's here. Wait, if he leaves that pallet, I might be able to come back. How much distance do I need? I'm exposed. That's fast enough that I think he can catch back up. I forgot that that's a really fast vault. So I'm kind of hopeful that that was enough. It was. You haven't gotten much mileage out. Trust me. Trust me. This is the time. See, look at this. A totem right here. I remembered this totem. We get this totem. What is... Bill, I need you to get that on hook, please. We get that totem. We go to the locker. We get our health back. Build accomplished. See, check that out. We now see there's a totem on the other side of the map. Get in the locker. Get exposed. That's part of the plan. You can't forget that step. Okay, now we're fully healed. Now, we move over here. Let's do a quick crouch. We're gonna see the killer, and we're gonna see where the next totem is. So step 2. Oh, the killer's right there. I swear to God. Okay, I will say that playing against this guy, not the best killer that we could face to try and get the utmost value out of this build. I think there could have been a better killer. Can he... Is that enough? He has a fast vault. He swung, though. That gives me distance. Do we keep going? I forgot that he can vault really fast with that thing of his. Oh no, that's what he needed. Does that count as... That counts as value, right, guys? I did technically heal with the build. Even if he removed that health in about 2.5 seconds. I think it counts. That's value, baby. And Mr. Anime said, no, you're not allowed to use your build. Mr. Anime is being a real Debbie Downer today. Dude, straight up. Dude, yeah, only one generator got done that entire game. That was a warm-up round. I know I've been playing for an hour now, but guys, trust. I just need to warm up a little bit. I hate friends till the end. It's kind of a weird build. Kind of a weird perk. But I do enjoy when killers don't run regression, so I do accept it. This is a kind of game that if you don't find things you like about it, it's probably not going to be a good time. Is that handprint stretching across their waist? Do you guys see that? Like right there? That's interesting. Right, ciphers are a different game. No worries, I understood what you meant. Do you know what game ciphers are a part of? That sounds kind of cool. Okay, so here's the plan. We use our build. We don't get Anime Man, and we don't get... I guess Unknown's not the end of the world. Just the teleportation kind of threw me off. Step 1. We engage the build. We crouch. Our team sees us crouching, and they become sad that their teammates trying to use Urban Immersion and they DC. Trust. I expect if we use this build properly, we will have at least one DC. Okay, so crouch team-wide DC. Yeah, it'll happen. All it takes is one teammate on the hook. They see you crouching in the corner doing nothing, and they lose all faith in the game. But then again, this is also the kind of game where you look at a survivor wrong, you ride the wrong skin on your character, and they DC. Okay, do that. Okay, so now we're looking. Step 1, look at them. We're stalking. I feel kind of weird. I'm gonna look away. My totem. Totem spot. It's in the middle. I don't really like that the totem's in the middle. Maybe there's another totem. Nope. Okay. Step 1. It's a Freddy Fazbear. Totem's right here, right? I saw the glow, which means I found him. And then your team sees you doing totems that aren't lit, and they're like, why is my teammate wasting time on these totems? That's the double DC benefit of this build. Okay, we got our totem. Now, we go do a generator. When we are hurt, we can heal. Also, I cannot believe this map, they removed these two windows. This window and this window no longer can spawn on this map. And while on one hand, did he just teleport here? On one hand, those windows were broken. They were so strong. On the other hand, I'm sad we lost such a good loop. Ciphers are from IDV, which is just DBD, but instead of perk, every survivor has unique stats and talents. IVD. IDV. What is IDV, if you don't mind me asking? Why did they remove them? They're too good? It was, I think they did rebalances of a lot of the maps. We lock in. They did a rebalance. We finished this. I don't know if dying for the first gen is worth, but I really wanted that gen. After how many times my gen had regressed. So, they did some rebalances of the map. I don't know if they removed the windows because they were strong, but I will say that when it was like a 30% chance, 33%, where you get either... Wait, one sec, I gotta check something. No. Okay, cool. Sorry, my VTube Studio goes into like a low power mode and lags. It was a 33% chance that you get a window on one side. 33% chance you get a window on the other side. Actually, no, don't worry about me. I'm gonna heal you. Okay, let me look at you. So 66% chance you get a window, and then there's a 33% chance you just don't get a window. And because of that, you had to deal with the fact that if you didn't get a window, your main building was just way, way weaker for that spawn of the map. And so they might have removed it because of that. But like, it definitely could have gone. It definitely could have stayed. I kind of wish they just guaranteed a window. That was just a good window. Okay, step 2. We crouch. We find the next totem. Because we have counterforce, we do the totem a little faster. Where's the totems at? There. Oh my god, he was behind me the whole time. I actually could probably get rid of counterforce. I don't think counterforce provides as much value as I'm hoping for, but I think it's worth it. One of these days, the killer's gonna have Thrill of the Hunt, and it's gonna be valuable. Identity V. I've never heard of that. Is it like another asymmetrical game like this one, where it's like a imbalanced teams? I remember the art style of being really cool, dude. I absolutely... Some people are like so amazingly creative when it comes to doing art styles. Oh, that's Scourge. Is that a gen? Totem? No. That was a... That was a hatchet. Okay, there's a little trick, and I don't know if it's gonna work. If you fake this, sometimes they jump down. No, they didn't. Oh, I was too motivated. No, he doesn't wait at all. Okay, taking the axe out. We find a pallet to go to. And then he leaves. Okay, see, we got our totem ready. We are ready for the locker. We're getting value. This is all working out. We get the same locker. This is a good locker. It's the only game in this genre I know of where tunneling is 100% fair game and nobody complains about tunneling. That's actually insane. Is that gen regressing? No. Okay, we're gonna find a new totem. It's really surprising because I feel like the accusation of tunneling comes from more immaturity than anything else. Like, it's not fun for new players, and I do agree with that part. But like, at the end of the day, if everyone's trying to win, and it is the best way to win, it's hard to fault people for doing it. It's a PvP competitive game. Which one? Do you guys know which one was on hook first? Because one of them needs to be hooked faster than the other one. We're gonna hit this guy, and then we're gonna hit the other one. Yeah, we got the right one. That's beautiful. We unhook. He's behind me, though, so this is gonna be a bit awkward. He probably would hit second stage if I don't unhook. Do you think he's gonna... No. Okay, but we have the totem. We hop on our locker. We get our health back. What was Identity V? I kind of want to Google it now. Maybe after the round? Well, that's embarrassing. Was that our 4th Scourge? I've seen so many Scourges. Let's get our unhook. And maybe relocate. I don't know if this is going to be the best place to heal. Oh, our team's here. They also need to heal, though. You wanna... You can finish that. No, I mean, you know, we got this. No problem. Oh, we might have a little bit of a problem. No, I never doubted for a second we would finish this heal. Yeah, so they check that. Let's do a quick little bush check. Teammate sees us crouching. We have... I expect them to say very nice things about me in the in-game chat. Because that's... If I know survivors in Dead by Daylight, I know that everyone is kind in the in-game chat. It's that way with most competitive games. Overwatch especially. I've never seen anyone say anything negative in an in-game chat before. I really want to do that gen. We're going to go to the other gen. Oh, we have a killer now. You see how many heals we've gotten, guys? You see all this value? I feel like we've made up for the value in the last game. He still got his hatchet. This killer is a 110 killer with the hatchet, so as long as I am aware he's got the hatchet, then I'm okay. Do I... Ooh, he thought I was gonna greed the pallet. But I'm greedy. I would never camp that pallet. It's too strong. We saw the gen here. Okay. Someone finished it. That's amazing. There's just that gen over there. We have that gen. And the third gen maybe over there. Let's get some pressure. I'm gonna heal you. Do we sabo? I think we could sabo this right now. Now I'll let it slide that he didn't see you coming out of the locker. But that he might be blind. I think you might be right. I was in the locker and I thought the exact same thing. I was like, this man is gonna see me coming out of this locker. I don't make that hook. Back to the gen. So it's funny that you say that, because I thought the exact same thing. Guess here's the plan. We're gonna do a little looky-loo. We're gonna walk around the corner. I don't have a sprint burst. I should not be waiting. That person might die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Is there a hook over here? No, the hook's right in that little area. So I definitely cannot sabo. I also don't think I complete this. How close are we? No. That is a shame. I think if I had a second longer, I could have finished that gen. I might have died for it, but it would have happened. Okay, so we have... This is actually the weaker tile. We probably wanted the main building. We're going to sit here for a second until he figures out what's happening. Okay. Oh, that was a good snipe. What do you think that the team saw me doing nothing in a locker and have decided to do the same? We're gonna tweak this build a little bit. I think if I remove counterforce and put on sprint burst, it'll be a little bit stronger. I think their sacrifice might have been in vain. Just a thought. No. We got this. We're gonna win this. We just need someone on a gen. I have one brown toolbox in a dream. That gen is mostly regressed. We're gonna stop it from regressing. We're gonna go to the other gen. The other gen's farther away. We're not gonna have time to do anything with this gen. We hit Shack. Maybe that's a better idea. We pre-run. Thank you for the coin howling. Sit here for just a moment. Do you think we already found the totem in this corner? There is one totem left on the map, right? We got one here, 2, 3. Is there a fourth one? Thank you for the head pets. Okay, so the killer's been here. Killer's strafing between gens, as I would expect. Let's go find our totem. We sit here. We get our wall hacks. Where, oh, where is the other totems? We broke 3. Why don't I see the other ones? There should be one or two over here. Let's investigate closer. I would expect the tile over here, maybe a bush, would have a totem. At this point, it's a hatch game. Neither me nor the other person has been on a gen in the last couple minutes. So we just gotta find that totem. We already got that totem. Has our team been doing totems as well? Do you have a hatch at Shack? I see offerings. No, we do not have a hatch at Shack. It's about that time where you cut your losses and play hatch. As I always say, let the chips fall where they may. Wait, can I see the hatch with this? I didn't see the hatch, guys. That's not good. That means it's over here, right? That was a really nice map, and I kind of want it. Ooh, okay. Guys, you think there's a hatch over here? Maybe this is the wall as the hatch? Maybe Shack? Does Shack have a hatch? You're gonna... I expected him to aim in front of me. I expected him to try and get around. Because I dodged every other time. That's okay. We're gonna rebuild this and we're gonna make it better. Better than it's ever been before. Okay. Here's the plan. Inner strength. No, we need that. Counterforce. Sprint burst. That way, I get that sweet extra speed. And then let's just drop like 1,000,000 blood points. Okay. What was the game called? Identity V. I want to see what this is. Let me swap that. Identity V. This... Wait, is it a mobile game? App Store. I image search this. I won't get banned, right? I tried to pull it off the screen. I was unable to do such. I'm not going to scroll down. Because we all know how the internet is. And it does not matter if a character is stylized. Someone's going to draw it naked. They have free rent in this? Okay, that's kind of cool. This game's still around? 2018. That game looks kind of cool. I haven't even seen the gameplay. I'm just surprised they have a free rent collab. I think you can play on the PC. Let's find out. Google. Identity V PC download? We're gonna Google it. Maybe. You can play it on an emulator. Okay, so it has to be... It's a mobile game. Okay. That's probably why I haven't heard of it. I am afraid of mobile games because I grew up at a time where you could buy a game on your phone and it would be a game. And then they switched over and now you get free to play games, you get ads, and you get a bajillion microtransactions, and you will like it or you don't play games on your phone. I feel like those are the two options. Welcome in, Sawyer. I hope you're having an amazing night. It has a PC version. Wait, is it on Steam? Am I blind? Oh, it's a dredge. My brain is cooked. What happened with stream? Hopefully it went okay. Mr. Dredgy Wedgy. We're gonna... well, this is awkward. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take him to the offices. Okay, so he's got the ability to put down his little teleport. It's been a while since I've played against him. He also can teleport. I forgot about that. I was more thinking about he's gonna go backwards. Okay, this is... I just realized he can teleport in here. So... like that. And then we just gotta fake it until we make it, right? Go for it. No, he didn't. He didn't fake it. The third time was the charm. No, you're not blind. Probably didn't pop up because they recently updated their launcher, so it's probably why it didn't show at the top. Oh, so it's newly on PC then? Honestly, I'd be down to try it if it's still around. That seems interesting. I also have a couple other things. I need to play a story game. I was saying earlier, I need to do a playthrough of a game so I can test my clipping tool on like an actual storyline. It went fine. Just a long stream. You do go really hard with stream. Hopefully you're not wearing yourself out too much. You think there's a gen in the shower? No. Do you think he is upstairs or downstairs? Oh, we have a totem build. We gotta find our totem. I gotta remind myself of this. Okay, step 1. Where's the killer? Right there. Step 2. Totem. Totem right there. Downstairs, office. Got it. And I can no longer see very well. Okay, we know our mission. It was it here or the next room? I said office, which would be right here. There he is. They have a link on their homepage, I think. Okay. Let me send myself a message so I can remember. Maybe I'll take a peek if I get some free time. Do you still play it, Howling? Guys, I'm getting in a locker against a dredge. Is this a good idea? Oh, he had a hex totem. Yeah, step 2. We find the next totem. Okay, totem in the middle. Got it. Totem up above. Okay, we have 2 totems now. Let's grab our middle totem. Where, oh where did I see that? It was right here, right? Am I blind? It was like right here. Is it behind? It might be in the back of the map. What's the chance it's like right here? Is there a killer behind me? Oh, that's awkward. I'm just trying to find totems, man. Okay. I haven't played too much recently. Ever since the permanent swap to this new launcher, it's been disconnecting my headset. Wait, what's your headset? That's really weird. Well, we know where the other totem was. And it was right here, right? We'll take a look. There's a new game. I saw it on the last time I streamed. It's called Anomaly Protocol. And it looks like Lethal Company-ish. Like the same general, a group of friends goes into a building. but you have to find weird things that happen. And I don't fully understand what you're supposed to do with them, but it seems like it'd be a really good time with a group of friends. Something about just seeing really weird stuff just seems really interesting to me. Just because, like, it's the really weird stuff that actually scares me. If I can't expect it, it gets me. But if it's just like a classic jump scare, it isn't enough. It's like the weirdest edge case. Like, I remember playing really weird indie horror games like a year ago. Probably like January of last year. And in those horror games, there was one where like there's like a naked statue that just pops up in front of you. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then I like walked past it, and then it jump scared me from the front. And it was just like the most jarring thing I had ever experienced in a game, but it got me. Do you think I sabo for this? No, that's the hook. He goes for the pickup, right? I'll make that. That's a shame. That's okay. Maybe that locker's unlocked. I think he teleports? He wouldn't cut me off, would he? No, he's still behind me. Okay, so he's close. We're in a kind of a pickle here. I don't think there was anything for me to go to. Oh my gosh, Howling, you're so kind. I really appreciate you. We're going into locker against the dredge, guys. No, he's still here. He's underneath. But, like, I really appreciate that, Howling. Okay, so he's here. We take the stairs. Speaking of which, if I played Roblox again, would anyone be disappointed in me? Oh, he's here. Is he sprint burst? Made it so I didn't lose time there. We have armory. We have a back. So we have east swing. Where did he teleport to? We do that. We're gonna do that classic loop in a circle, assuming he's still behind. Oh my god. A bench. Who put that bench there? So here, do you want to play I say Minecraft? Do you want to play Roblox with me? Why do we go back down? I've changed my mind. I don't want to be upstairs. We have more pallets down here. I thought as we hit through office. I don't even know where he teleported. And then we take him around town. We go into this room. Use the pallet in here. Let's just drop every pallet on the map. Oh my god. Our teammate's here. We'll save the day. Oh, my pallet. Did you just 360 a bench? What if I did? I'm actually somewhat of a parkourist. Is that what you would call that? That bench had it coming, though. He needed to be juked. Because I've been kind of debating playing Roblox on the stream and just kind of like letting people play. Because it kind of sounds like a good time. It's like one of those games that I feel like a surprising amount of people have played. Sorry, have you played Roblox? Has anyone here not played Roblox? Wait, Nox, you've never played Roblox before. You're telling me in your entire life. Dude, I grew up on Roblox. Dude, I remember when ticks were a thing. I also remember when ticks were a thing. There used to be an advertising thing where you could put links to Roblox on websites, and based on the amount of views they got, you got free Robux. And I got so many Robux posting those things on forums. That was my... that was my childhood. I played so many things. I was like... I signed up for Roblox such a long time ago. I gotta show you guys something. My Roblox account, my ID is in the 800,000. If I find just like some random, let's find a new account. This account is in hundreds. Okay, so we have thousands, 10, 100, million, 10 million, 100 million, billion. There are 4.4 billion accounts as of this account. My account's in the 800,000s. I have played this game for such a... I created my account such a long time ago that it is actually astonishing. What makes you not play Roblox, Nox? I want to know. I need your opinion on this. I made a deal with my friend, and that's the only reason I played it. I feel like Roblox is not as good as it used to be. I remember a day where Roblox didn't have microtransactions in every game, and it was like actually an amazing platform. As soon as people realized they could make money with microtransactions, that was when Roblox went downhill hard. It still has good games, and because there's more monetization, I think it has brought more people to work in Roblox to make new games. However, it doesn't have that same classic, oh, it's a huntress, crust that I expect. Did you say upstairs or downstairs? What do you guys think? What if I just like sit on a wall right here? Nice. Oh, welcome in, Dino. You want to play Roblox? But it's cool that you've been around since tickets. I haven't actually heard of Roblox tickets in a long, long time. There's like a weird thing when it comes to Roblox. They used to do this thing with gold. Are they above me or below me? What do you guys think? They used to do this weird thing where gold in Roblox was like this really glossy gold colored brick. And that really, I almost want to call it corny color. It kind of like triggers something in my brain, the happy chemicals, because I see it. And even though it's so simplistic, I think there's no pallet. I've never seen a pallet not spawn there. It just, I think it looks amazing. And I think it's silly. Oh my god, this huntress is scary. What do we got here? I want to take her to the window. I don't want to keep using pallets. So we take her downstairs. We head to the window. Maybe you have to crouch this? No, she didn't know. There's no pallet here. This might be the death of me. There's one option. Run in a straight line. We don't make that. I didn't hear them pull up. The grunt was too deep. It's aesthetically displeasing. Okay. I can see that. I remember trying to get my friends to play Battle... Is it Battle Block? No. It was that Call of Duty-esque Roblox-looking game that was really popular, like a year or two ago. And they had the same opinion. They're like, it looks like a Roblox game. And I was like, trust me, You gotta play the game to appreciate it, and they all loved the game. However, they felt the same as you, and what I'm trying to say here is, sometimes, even if it's aesthetically displeasing, it's still worth at least giving a try. That's what I told my wife, and she's my wife. Oh, that's awkward. Guys. We drop it anyway. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Can I make that? We're greeting it? We go to the next pallet. This is a bad pallet against a huntress. Okay. You want to see the standstill tech? I haven't found a good opportunity for it. Oh, I've messed up. I could have vaulted that again. Growing up, I didn't like the graphics. As an adult, I hate the direction they're going with the graphics. Wait, have they been changing the graphics? Oh, you're talking like the more realistic Lego characters? Because if that's what you're saying, no, I agree. I think they look kind of interesting. I think they appeal to the younger crowd, but I agree. I feel like it's a little weird. Truthfully, I felt it's a little too child-coded, so I never touched it. Huh. I mean, I can get that. It's definitely a game that is designed for children. Actually, let me heal you. Ooh. Let me heal you. I have an idea. No, we're gonna go in the locker. David doesn't know, but I have value. However, that's part of the appeal, Nox. Because it's child-coded, you can hop into a Call of Duty lookalike game, and you can just absolutely wreck children in video games. You teach them that life is hard, and they've got to learn from that. Let's go rescue. Our David has no mither, and he's still alive. I am absolutely astonished. I'm good, but sup. You know, I appreciate that you at least answered, Dino. And hopefully you're doing well. Sup, I created a clipping tool for Twitch. That allows me to go through like a 3 or 4 hour VOD in like 10 minutes and suggest clips so that I don't have to rewatch the entire VOD. And so far, I've used it on a couple of different VODs, and for my content, it works amazingly, but it's more for people that talk, based on how I've designed it. For other people's content, it is hit or miss. I mean, I've tried Roblox, and I didn't hate it. It just didn't stick. What kind of games did you play on Roblox? I feel like Roblox is one of those games that you can play a bunch of games and they can all be awful, and then one day you find a game and it's like amazing. And it's just like so hit or miss. Sometimes it turns out and just sometimes it doesn't. You think they know? Fuck. I have an idea. I have scratch marks going all the way up to this, so if the killer came out, they would have found me immediately. Okay, they're above. We can continue working on the gen, though. Lamau, this game is way too stressful for me to play. Wait, you played this game before? Oh, you gotta tell me, how did it go? Dead by Daylight's one of the few games that I feel like you gotta get about 600-700 hours in before you have any idea of what's going on. And I don't wish that on anybody. We were finishing this as long as they don't have Scourge. They have Scourge, god damn it. We stop the regression and we sprint for... Okay, that might have been less than ideal. I didn't even think I... He's waiting. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. That was a win for him. As soon as I vault, I get locked in animation. It's the easiest hit as a Huntress. I should have ran to the window and crouched. That was probably my best bet. Godspeed, no Mitherman. This David... I actually don't know how he hasn't been seen this entire game. I've also seen him on gens. So he's not just hiding this whole time. Wait, what about an almost 6-hour stream? So Zoyer... I actually stole a VOD from Rose because she does streams that are like 9 hours. I am astonished by her ability to stream that long. But I took her 6-hour VOD and I ran it through, and the tool did work. However, the content that it suggested was very spoiler heavy for Resident Evil, so I didn't really look through it very hard. It came up with a couple interesting things. And I've been spoiled to a couple of things now. The big turning points in the story, it really liked to pick those out and suggest them. So it does work. Why, did you have some ideas, Zoyer, there? With your 6-hour stream? Yeah. Truly a sad thing. I swear she flicked her mouse and stared you in the eyes. I'm not crazy. Wait a minute. Oh, you talking right before she picked me up? Or in the loop. I don't know. Sometimes killers do things and you think they see you, but they don't. Because killers have the vision of a dinosaur, and as long as you stand still, you're invisible. There's a map with a little boat on it. And someone made a joke. In this game, there's like special strategies you can do that are like known ways to outplay the killer. Or outplay the other team, I guess I should say. And one of them, they lovingly nicknamed the Titanic tech. Because on this little lifeboat, the front of it sticks up, and if you just kind of stand there, some killers get so focused on the chase that they'll walk by you because they have to look up a little bit to see you, and they only see your feet. And they just don't register that you're there. It is the funniest thing. There's another map with a little nook on a loop, and if you run around the loop once to leave scratch marks, and then you hide in the little nook, I swear 8 times out of 10... the killer will walk right by you, and then they'll get confused and leave. And it is the funniest thing. I love it so much. These little tiny things are what make me enjoy this game. I thought I was playing this too much. I look at my time. I'm still not 100 hours. It's a... Oh, totem. Heck yeah. Do we have another totem? Oh, it's a spirit. Do you think they know? Please don't run right here. See, look at that. Don't move. That's the secret. She didn't know. Oh, fuck. Wait, I shouldn't have moved. She knows. I'll make that. Damn. It was close. If I threw it, I think I was a little too late. Well, I was curious because I got a stream I wanted to test. If you'd like, send me a link to the stream, Zoyer. Yeah, I'd be happy to take a peek and run it through. Let me grab... Oh, I swear to God. Pallet, door. I want the window. And she kicked the gen. She has pop. I can smell it on her. We're gonna circle back around. She's gonna chase me. I love how anything and everything can happen and we just throw a tech in front of it and call it a day. I completely agree. I think it's the dumbest thing, and listening to myself say it, I feel dumb. But the fact is, you could do the dumbest things, call it a tech, and sometimes it works. Like, straight up against Huntress and Gunslinger, you go to, like, a window, and if they're trying to throw, all you have to do is just go like this. And so, would they expect you to lock in animation like that? And so they aim in the center of the window, and you crouch under, and they just throw over your head. You can do that like once or twice, and then they catch on. Ooh, a generator. So Jolt Pop, probably? Across the PC and Xbox, I might have 350 hours. That's honestly kind of impressive. I feel like this is a really hard game for new people to get into. I know personally, when I first started playing Dead by Daylight, I did not understand why people enjoyed it. But I also had a friend with like 2,000 hours that was actually not 2,000 hours, but they had a lot of time in the game. And they were taking me into a much higher MMR. I think she's here. Yeah. She's looking. She's thinking. Processing. We sprint burst away. We don't have a sprint burst ready? Let's get our sprint burst back. Okay. And then we will take her to the library. Today, we're going to teach her something. Probably. I'm leaving. I actually don't want to be here anymore. She hit my butt. And by my butt, I mean my teammate named Butt. The only strategy against a spirit is to walk backwards or walk in an unpredictable way because she'll see your scratch marks. Wait, she's mind gaming? Damn it. Do you think she has something that reveals aura? Do you think she's clever? Do you think I was stinky? That's why I was in the shower. That's bad. I think she is right behind me. Oh, that's not a window. This is the end of me. It was nice knowing you. She doubled back? I think CJ Tech is the only tech in the game that isn't on the nose with the name. Yeah, I agree. CJ Tech's kind of a weird one, though. It's one of the few techs that is so easy to counter and so hard to perform, but so amazing to see. For anyone that doesn't know, a CJ Tech is when your teammate goes down next to a pallet and it's down, you can blind the killer with your flashlight before they pick up. And if you can vault the pallet before they pick up, it forces them... Or you vault the pallet before they try to break the pallet. The only option they have with spacebar is to pick up. So they pick up the survivor, you vault back, and you get the flashlight save. It's like this expertly timed thing. And it's like so incredible to see like high tier players pull it off. But the only thing you have to do to counter it is not break the pallet as a killer. You just have to wait an extra second. Oh, I could have healed myself. No, we're already here. Oh, are you talking Slay the Spire 2 when you're playing the cooperatively? Was that today's VOD? Were you shooting for 6 hours today, Zoyer? Are you still alive? I'll mail you some lemonade. I'll put it in a padded envelope. And it'll make it there, trust. Also, back to Roblox. Counter argument. Children play Call of Duty all the time. I agree. I feel like if children are going to... Oh, I should probably help my team. If children are going to play Call of Duty, it's only fair I play Roblox so they can get that full experience. She knows I'm here, right? You know, I could have looked in front of me. We're gonna keep our sprint burst ready. I was like a quarter second from using the sprint burst. That's unfortunate. We're going to the library. We're going to learn today. You know what? I hate reading. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Yeah, I am no longer have a job, so I can effectively stream longer without problems. Oh no, we don't want to be here. Wait, am I allowed to ask? What happened, Sawyer? On one side... Oh, did I make that? Your job was very toxic. But on the flip side, that still sucks and that's stressful. Oh, that's doubly bad. I have an idea. We're gonna sit right here. We're gonna do a thing. We heal, we come back out. Wait, you quit? Wait, what was the turning point? What made you get pushed over the line? Assuming you're comfortable sharing. If you're not comfortable, you're welcome to keep it to yourself. Also, I swear, Resident Evil 9, I have wanted to save myself from spoilers because I want to watch a playthrough and like actually be genuinely surprised by it. And everyone on the face of the internet is streaming Resident Evil 9. Let me see if I can find a totem. Totem located. It's right here, right? Guys, it was right here. It's in the shower? Yeah, there it is. Writing that for something I wasn't even assigned to do. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, we're gonna get the totem. We're gonna get that unhook. And we're gonna be good to go. I might need to switch to a gen rush build. I feel I'm not getting enough gen progress to make these games as close as I would like them to be. Killer's coming back. You don't want to be here. I just led them into the killer. That's embarrassing. This is a vault into the basement, isn't it? Hmm. Okay, she's coming. But she's not very close. Let's take her to the window. And we'll loop around the back of the map. You cutting me off? You know, maybe she can take me to the back of the map. This is just optimizing my pathing, because I don't have to path. You really need to start looking in front of you. Dude, I tell myself that all the time. I try to watch the killer too much, and it makes me run into things. Okay, we're switching our build up. We're being a gen rusher. We're gonna grab our gen build. And we're gonna hit skill checks. We got totem heals though, so that counts. We got value from the build. My former manager wrote me up over something that wasn't done, even though it wasn't part of my job that night. That is insane. Aren't you also, like, weren't you covering so many shifts? Plus, you were taking a swing shift? You're going from nights to days? That is, like, devastating. I cannot imagine how tired you probably felt switching from night to day shift, like, every single week. I am very glad you got out of that. Please let me know if you need any help. Like, if anything, if life is difficult, let me know. I'm happy to try and help you in whatever ways I can. Oh, I like that Yui skin. That's actually one of my favorite Yui skins. I'm just sad that the tail on it is like pay to lose. It's just such a big fluffy tail that if you try to use it at any sort of loot, you cannot mind game. This is actually a perfect time for push-ups. Let me do that real quick. Is it gonna be nice and dark in here? Hopefully you guys can see. My room's kind of a mess right now because I'm in the middle of a couple projects. Can you see anything? Oh, it's just like crotch cam. There you go. Oh my god, I can't do the wiggle. Okay. Thank you. I had to remember to do push-ups. Thank you for the head pets. I appreciate it, Howling. You're such a kind person. I feel bad saying that I'm, like, surprised. That's probably not the best way. Like, pleasantly surprised? Because I feel like the normal... Wait, is that a totem that's lit? And I don't even have my totem build? I feel like most people I run into, while they're not, like, maliciously bad people, I just feel like... God, how do I phrase this without being bad? I feel like they're very motivated by their own personal, like, wants. Is that how you phrase that? Let me know if that comes across as bad. We're playing as a gunslinger. I swear to God. Did he need something? Does he not want us to do this gen? You know, I kind of get it. We'll split up. I'm pushing as much as I can to find a new job. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you need help with anything. Like I said, I'm happy to help. I'm also happy to be a reference. If you want, like, references for jobs, let me know. Inadvertently, technically, by streaming together, we have technically been co-workers. So if you phrase it in a professional sense, I can be a reference. I think he's coming. He went above. He cut me off. Until I can, though. More streams and longer ones. Oh, that'll be cool. Welcome in, Sean! Long time no see! I hope you're doing well. Here before Sean. Dude, okay. Do raids send in viewers before the streamer? I feel like if you reply quick enough, you can always be first. Oh, Howling, you're so sweet. Honestly, Howling's been like the kindest person. They gifted 11 subs tonight. And that is like absolutely unbelievable. What? How is stream? Also, how is the new Hollow Knight game? Do you think it's worth playing? Oh god. Do you think? Oh, that's bad. Actually, I don't want to be at the window. Where's the okay, right there. We leave. I don't actually know how to loop that very well against this man. Do we think we can get out? Or do we think we're stuck at water tower? Or do you think I run straight into a wall? God, I swear that's the bane of Dead by Daylight. He's just holding it. Oh, I really wanted to get that pallet. I was hitting space as hard as I could space. I'm just quicker than Banana. How does it feel to just be such a Giga Chad? It's gotta be hard. Did I just get humped? What did I just see there? Oh, he was faking a pickup. Oh my god, yes it is. Oh my god, I really want to play Hollow Knight. I've never played either Hollow Knight, but it just looked like such a good game. I'm doing a Steel Soul run. Wait, what does that mean? Like blood? What is it? Vampirism in games? I'm assuming? Oh god, he's right there. Let's grab our teammate. Steel Souls means one's life. Ah, life steal. Okay. Interesting. Has the build been working out for you? Is Hollow Knight the kind of game that lets you do multiple builds? Like, I know some games try so hard to like prevent meta that they just make most builds undoable. Does the killer have a crown on? Oh, interesting. I've not seen one of those on a killer in a while. And I always feel like it's a little sad. I feel like games are best when they let the player have their power creep. So didn't Helldivers have the opposite? Or have, I guess, the same issue. Where in Helldivers, they tried to nerf everything to balance it, but all it ended up doing is just making every single gun not useful at high tier, and so everyone just ended up using like 2 guns. Okay, I have an idea. He's not gonna expect 2 people waiting, right? Every time he looks away, we get closer. He's not gonna see me, right? I'll turn away. Camouflage. You think he gets that? Now, if he didn't loop here, that would be amazing. Okay, we got him out. You know? Oh no. Okay, he's good, he's good. He hit the camera. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to put you guys in the line of fire. Where do you think he's going? He's going for the UE. Okay. Back to gens we go. But welcome in, everyone! I hope stream went well. Shun, if you are tired, make sure you get rest. You should play them both. Okay. I will play Hollow Knight. I need to put that on my list of to-do. It's a Metroidvania. What have I told you? Don't hate me for this. I've never played a Metrovania. You think he's cutting me off in the middle? No. Ooh, okay. How do we want to do this? I don't know how to loop this, man. We're taking him inside. Do I know how to loop him inside? Thank you for the follow, Banana. I looped that backwards. Oh, the shame. Oh, he broke off. I wasn't following. Well, I appreciate it. Nonetheless, let me grab our friend off the hook. You think he's gonna... Nah. I was worried he's gonna come over here and use the hook. Let's not be here. Silksong has multiple crests, I guess. When you say crest... You think he's gonna... Oh, we got the last gen. Nice! Our team's on a ball, like, doing really well right now. Where is Mr. Killer? I'm gonna watch in front of me. This is the one killer where if I watch in front of me, I die. That was all I could think of. Just a quick crouch to hope he aims above me. So crests, like... I assume crests sound like a stat thing. I assume Hollow Knight has, like, gear sets, right? That you would use to make builds. I have to go to bed. Have a good stream. Thanks for stopping by, Sean. I appreciate you coming over here. We need to play Dead by Daylight sometime. I know Survivor isn't always the best time. But you're actually a really good Survivor. I'd love to play with you. I think in the last year, you're probably one of the best I've played with. What do we do here? Did he cut me off? No, he didn't. Tricky, tricky old man. I die here. There's not anything. What a sweet little Dwight. Imagine being good at Dead by Daylight. Couldn't be me. Have you? We've never played before. I don't know. I feel like I'm not very good at Dead by Daylight. I can do this. So all of my opinions are valid. Is this a blessed totem to heal myself? Ooh, do you think he's gonna come over here? Oh, he's definitely coming right this way. And I think he can hit that. Do we have a door in the middle of nowhere? That door is ready. I feel like we just pop it and go in. From what I understand, I don't understand. Crests let you have different abilities. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. So it's like a spell thing, I would assume. I'm assuming that would at least be the abilities. Oh my god. No, no. Wait a minute. Where's the... Oh, no, no. Okay, okay. Why is he... Why does Dwight look like he's got a head trap on? I'm just gonna run a straight line. Wait, is he? No, he's not injured. Dwight, please don't die. Then everything will be for nothing. Oh no. No. I'm so sorry. Oh, that stinks so much. I thought we could get him out. It changes your abilities. Oh, thanks for explaining that. I watched someone that played Silksong, but he edited his VOD to show only him dying. So it's just 99% him being cocky and then seeing his ego be smashed. And it was probably the most interesting video I've seen. Or most creative edit. Thank you for the headbed, banana. Cough, Destiny, cough. Wait, Zoyer. Are you gonna play Destiny again? You said you fell out of liking with it, right? Crests have different playstyles based on type and also allow you to use different passives. Okay, okay. So it's like an ability system, but it handles like everything besides your weapon. Does it have armor in that game? I assume they probably have something like that. That seems RPG-esque. I played through all of Act 1 and got too annoyed and had to set it down for a while. Wait, okay, so you did not enjoy Hollow Knight, is that what you're saying? Or is it just like, it didn't fit your mood at the time? Mori dives into spikes a lot, so I think that's just a Hollow Knight thing. Okay. So is it Hollow Knight like on that harder side, like Super Meat Boy or whatever it's called? Is Super Meat Boy a Metroidvania? Or would it not count because I don't think it is as much of a side scroller? Because I think I understand what a Metroidvania is. And I would say Super Meat Boy probably isn't. But it's also got like the platforming and traps and stuff. I plan to play it again soon. I just needed a break, you know? Honestly, it's good to take a break. I feel like a lot of people try too hard to play certain games and they tilt themselves on it. And I wish more people were like you in that sometimes you just gotta step back. Do you think it's a Huntress with Lethal Pursuer? Because she knows right where I am. Oh, that's a corner. Who put that there? She didn't even know the corner was there. She's just as confused as I am. I don't see her. That's concerning. Did she leave? Do you think... Okay, so on that last loop, when I went into that little nook, I bet she didn't know the corner was there either. I think she thought I was going to continue on, and when I flew back out of the corner, I bet she just expected me to go out of sight, and so she was just so thrown off by it, and that's why she clicked so late. I feel like I've been in that exact same situation. I just wish I could find a generator. I hear a gen upstairs. There we go. I found a door. Oh, this is a great generator because it opens up the God palette. Someone's in the same spot that I was trying to find the generator. It can be difficulty. Nah, Super Meat Boy is like a puzzle platformer. Okay, okay. So Metroidvania is different. What makes a Metroidvania game? That's kind of my thought. I also... She definitely has... Oh, I might be dead. I lost too much of my sprint. Do we drop God palette? I think God palette's worth it for a gen. Thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate it, Howling. Make sure that you take care of yourself. But like, it's very sweet of you to do that. So thank you. Also, anyone, if you got one, make sure that you thank them because they're just a kind person. We're just gonna keep going. This kind of Huntress takes a lot of pot shots. Oh, that pallet's been thrown. He picks up right here, right? Ah, I was really... How do you time that? I knew she was gonna wait the pallet. I think the only way to win that was I needed to just keep running. Metroid is the upgrade boss aspect of it. Wait. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Since Metroid is known for having, like, the bosses each section. That was the piece I was missing. I appreciate that, Sawyer. Howling, you're so kind. I hope that you're at least having a good night. Make sure that you're self-caring for yourself as well. Imagine like Dark Souls, but with platforming. See, I was imagining the platforming aspect of it. I just forgot about the boss aspect of it. Thinking of it, I don't think I played a game with like bosses in a long time. I feel like the last time would be like... I almost said... Oh, okay, Dark Souls would be correct. I was gonna say Dead Space. Did I finish my gen? No. Okay, remember the game where I was stuck at the door for 30 minutes? I remember that door vividly, Nox. That is the longest I've ever seen a door in my entire life. And I lived in the same building for 8 years. I lived in my parents' house for like 20 years. Okay, so this Huntress definitely has vision perks. They have knowledge of where people are that they should not have. So I'm saying probably like maybe Pop, Lethal Pursuer, something else. That was a Metroid. Oh. See, the real boss was the door all along. I will say, not to alienate myself, but to alienate myself a little bit. Zero Suit Samus awoken some things in me. But I've still never played a Metroid game. Okay, let's grab our teammate. And, oh, that's unfortunate. They have to come through here. Oh my god, the Dustin actually just took a sacrifice for the team by staying in that room instead of running past the hook. I love Zero Suit Samus. Zero Suit Samus is an amazing thing. I almost think subconsciously... You see that? You see how she has the hatchet up? She knows we're there. Only a Huntress with a vision perks would do something like that. Ooh, can I... Just gonna... She knows. She's a knower. I don't think I make that. Even as a 110, she's kind of fast. Damn, she is predicting me. I need to do the stand still tech where I just stand there and then she tries to predict. If she is good... Oh, no. She might slug for the win. She's my main in Smash Brothers. Dude, I cannot play Super Smash Brothers. I've played Super Smash Brothers once. I was at a party. And when I say party, like, we're playing Super Smash Brothers. It's not like the cool kids party. But I was at a party, and they were inviting me to play Super Smash Brothers. And I had never played a game like this before. And so, like, I pick up the controller, and I try to figure it out. And, like... It went so poorly that by the end of it, they nicknamed me Punching Bag. I don't think I need to go into any detail on how I played to allow you to understand what happened. And I want you to know, I have never played a Super Smash Brothers game with Smash Bros. In my entire life from that point on. I hate to say that, because they're very sweet people. I think they ruined Smash for me. Smash Brothers was mentioned. Yeah, I can't play Smash. And I'm gonna blame the game and not my 1 hour of playtime. Because that's what a real gamer does. A real gamer knows that if they ever lose in a video game, it's the video's game fault, because the game was poorly designed. Oh, that was a good shot. Damn. You see, that's only a Huntress with intelligence on, like, where I am would even attempt a shot like that. This is risky. I actually think that there's not a whole lot of safety for me right now. We're gonna do the gen in the corner over here, and we're gonna hope for the best. She's behind me. Interesting. This is basement. This is a good loop. We're gonna loop around and back. Under the hope she follows, this is all closed off. She's right there. She's got her hatchet up. She knows. How do I do this? She's cutting me off. I think I throw this. No, we have a window. I'm greedy. We take the window. Thank you for the head pets. I appreciate them. Tech priests, welcome in. I'm fighting for my life right now. Do you think she... Okay. We gotta lock in. This is a bad time. I make that. Oh, I make that barely. What's up, Yuki? Oh, I'm dead. That was not the place to run to. Oh, Ada, take a hit. I need you, please. Pallet? Ada took the hit. Big Bertha coming in to save the day. What's up, Yuki? Okay, you still want to be here? Oh, sorry, Yuki hopped in here. Welcome in, Tech Priest. I hope you're doing well. Okay, do we go back to that generator knowing it's a death trap? I don't see why not. It was over here, right? There's a gen here, too. I think it's done. Oh, yeah, you dropped that. No! What do we do about this? There's got to be a hook right here, right? He picks up. We sabo. I don't think that's going to matter. She knows. I hope you're well. I'm actually doing amazing. I've been working on projects over the last little bit, and I have gotten more done in the last month than I feel like I've done in the last couple of months. Breaking that pallet. What do we have around us? Pallet, got it. And we loop tightly. This is a loop that I think if she respects this, we keep going. She doesn't respect it. Well, that's embarrassing. I got a list of people who refuse to ever play me in Smash ever again, including my brother and sister. Oh no, what happened? What'd you say?
Me and the
Oh, did you bring in Rose and Mocha?
Yes.
She's actually, my cat's just sitting behind me.
Anyway, I'm gonna get ready for bed. Have fun.
Okay.
Good night, stream.
Good night. I feel like it's one of those games that people can be really mean even without meaning to. Okay, I could see that. I feel like with a fighting game that it would be very, very easy to take it very seriously and push people away. So I get that. Also, last round. We're calling it right now. After this round, we're going to bed. So we gotta make this worth it. And I think the only way... No, I want to play Steve Gold, but they've nerfed him. What's another fun build? We just run like a standard. We'll just do our old tried and true build. It's just to run. It helps us run fast. Has anyone, like, competitively played Smash? I was kind of curious. I don't know if it was just like when I was growing up, but there was a time where everyone wanted to do like MLG, Major League Gaming. And like, I swear every single game had its own like competitive ladders set up for them. And I feel like Smash is one of those games that has been like competitive and has stayed competitive, where other games die with time. Like obviously Call of Duty, every single year they put out a new one, so the old one dies. I feel like Smash is one of those games that's kind of timeless. I feel like it hasn't changed much. Like the new one added a ton of characters, and technically that's a change. But like I feel the core mechanics of Smash are Smash. Dude, yeah. Dino, Howling has just been like the absolute kindest person. They've gifted so many subs to people. I appreciate you thanking them because they deserve everything. I have competitively smashed. Does that count? I would ask what. You should tell me what it... If you're free to share this. What have you smashed competitively as long as it's PG? Dino, we gotta be careful. Also, Dino, your clip was hilarious. I loved it. Quite good game, guys. I'm glad you guys could all see that final match. I feel like if anyone was to have missed that match, they would have really missed something amazing. I hope you guys have a good night. Goodbye. No, just kidding. We're gonna play one more. I don't have a ending stream thing anymore because I just didn't like editing it out. And so I couldn't finish the joke. Hopefully it came across. I don't play Smash competitively, but I used to play with a bunch of people who did. So I would say my skill level is right under competitive level at best. That's still pretty impressive. I feel like there are some people that like take Smash very seriously, and I feel like they'd be the same people that would be playing competitive Smash. So like if you're pretty close to them, that's usually a pretty good sign that you are like near the top of that skill bell curve. If you guys have seen those. Oh, howling. I appreciate that. Tech Priest is also a very sweet individual. They always come in for head pets. And I can appreciate that. I remember a time when people used to give me 20 push-ups and then they would hit me with a shock collar. That's burned into my memory. Oh my god, I still can't believe it. I think it was Momo that first did that, and it was the most wild thing. I think Momo, not Rose's friend Momo, a different Momo. Thank you for the head bets. They did a push-up redeem, and when I went on camera and I started doing the push-ups, their like evil gremlinness decided, you know, I'm gonna hit him with a shot collar, and I was so surprised by it that I actually like fell over. And now they don't let me live it down. Let's fall in a hole. Oh, it's a spirit. Think they're gonna hold themselves? Oh, they did hold themselves. Does that count as a hole, guys? I think it does. Can we make that? No. Oh, that's only something latency can do. What am I being warned for? Sorry, I'll read chat in a second. I gotta think. Did she phase? She left. Okay. Oh, our other teammates here. I have an idea. Let's check this out. That's not what I was gonna have you guys check out. It was mostly that you can sit right next to a killer and they won't notice you. You didn't see that either. It was Momo, you're correct. Momo doesn't let me live it down. When they did that, all of chat knew that they were able to do that. And it became this thing where everyone and their mom went to the 20 push-ups and then the shot collar. We're gonna 3-gen ourselves. That's okay. Oh, I was about to say all air AI. No, the other Momo. Okay, there are 2 names for VTubers that I feel like I see all over. You have Yuki, which means snow, and you have Momo, which I think means like peach. And I feel like those are the 2 names I see all over the place. I'm gonna go do the gen now. Can I Sabo? No, I don't have a toolbox. Ooh, look at this double pallet. What kind of things can I do with that? Do you think I can hold the killer again? Okay, so here's my thought. We go like that. We go up here. Killer goes over here, right? She sees me? No. What a shame. That could have been so funny. That's okay. We'll go save our teammate, I guess. I made an objectively bad character, so whenever I play anyone else, people would be wondering why I would main them. I feel like that can work, though. I've seen people throw a curveball by playing a character people don't expect, and they're just not used to the character. I don't know if Smash is like that, and that people learn different characters' playstyles to play against them. But, like, that could actually be a really legitimate strategy. Does it work for you? I remember when I was doing a totem build. Okay, let's hop on the generator, and then we'll watch the chase. Is she coming? No. Time to name yourself Yuki Momo and complete the loop. Oh my god. Think of all the... I was gonna say, like, publicity you could get, because everyone would mistype it. Just right there. Oh. But then I realized that that wouldn't work in the slightest. Okay, we hit the shack. I probably could have looped around the back of shack. She's right there, right? Where'd she go? She's phasing. That's bad. She's right there. She went to pallet? Does she have bamboozle? That's the question. She double vaulted. What a legend. I've not seen a killer do that in a while. We're gonna head around the inside. We're gonna 50-50 this. Do we win? I was too premature. Around the corner. 360. It was not enough. Snow Peach Puppers. That could be kind of good. I was debating with my new avatar. What if I did ice theme? I'm gonna show you guys something. A sneak peek. Pop. Oh no, my generator. Let me just sneak something up. Do I have a picture? I was looking through my downloads folder, and my method of organization is that I create a folder named old, and I move everything into it, and then I forget that it exists. And that has caused a problem because I checked my drive and I've learned that my downloads folder currently contains 500 gigabytes. So eventually I'm gonna have to deal with this problem, but maybe not today. Okay, so this was the character that I'm thinking about. Oh, can I take a hit? Now we get tunneled, right? Yeah, there we go. I can't see. No, don't take the hit. We're looping. Looping with friends. Where's she coming? We gotta get away quickly as we can. But I could see it being good. I kind of want to do an ice theme. I still have my old design I'm also playing with. But that was my new spin on it. I have an artist who is currently working on drawing it. When I get the commission back, I'll throw it into my Discord so you guys can see it. Because I might need your guys' opinions. This is the first commission I've done for a design where I did not ask any opinions while designing it. And it was just purely based on my own personal feelings on what I thought would be my favorite. Snow Peach Pupper sounds kind of like a frozen peach alcoholic drink. It actually sounds kind of good. I don't know what it is about like an ice drink. I feel like it's just a little bit better. We have a med kit and we're on Deathhook. Let's use that real quick. And let's do it somewhere safely so that we can make the best of our moment. Uh-oh, they're in chase. That's actually pretty bad. Okay, they broke off chase. That means they're picking up, right? Or are they teleporting? They're teleporting. Okay, I might need to go over there. Do I have Sloppy? No. They're near the hook. We need to get the unhook. That is our priority. I think they die if I don't go straight to them. Then we can do the pickup. I think I have about 3 or 4 seconds if I don't beeline it. Or if I do beeline it. Oh no, they're trading. Okay, we can get our other teammate then. Ice theme would make sense, considering your name. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what if Ice Fire, Ice theme? It all comes together. We're gonna... They have Sloppy. Oh, they haven't been hooked yet. Maybe I should have let that be a thing. They went around. Okay, we sprint bursted. We're going to try and get some distance with that sprint burst. Maybe hit the pallets over here. We have a little more distance than I thought. Is that a pallet I can use? I think it's in the doorway. Maybe we toss this. And we keep going. Down below, I don't like any pallets on this map. Think she's gonna jump off? She didn't. That's doubly bad. This is a stagger. I don't think I can survive this. Unless I can, like, get a whiff, then vault, and then pallet. If I make that, that's a tight fit. She respects it, right? Oh, it's gonna pre-swing. That's bad. Double back. You get a double? Another double? Ah, third double was the last one. We're gonna loop around the side because she's gonna keep doubling. And we take him to the next pallet. She's phasing. I'll make that. Oh, I do make that. Double. Come on, I don't even want to think about this anymore, guys. I'm done trying to double back. I'm gonna lose this 50-50 eventually. She goes around, right? Was it big brain? Yeah. Oh, I had to lock in at least once tonight. The entire team is on generators. Everyone was able to heal up and start getting the gens. That's great. They got the doors. They had 3 people up. This is amazing. I think they can get at least a 2-man out. Hopefully a 3-man. Let's see. Hydrating? You know what? I will hydrate again, actually. I'm very thirsty. Thank you for the head pets, Howling. I appreciate it. Head pets are actually one of my favorite redeems. You guys can't see it, but I actually have a little light that turns pink when I get a head pet. So that I never miss one is kind of my goal. I always feel so bad when I used to have a head pet redeem and I would miss the redeem. That spirit did really well. They were a really good spirit. Their mind games at pallets, I was losing basically all of them. My caps lock is on. Oh, they were only a prestige 4 spirit. Huh. Okay. Oh goodness, so sexy. I didn't know the pupper was so ripped. I was kind of feeling the vibe. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with that much muscle though. Let me wrap that up. Throw that here. Put myself in the right spot. This time I need to make sure I don't shut down my computer. I still can't believe that last time I streamed, I almost shut down my computer. Thank you for the head pets. I appreciate the knocks and howling. I need to do a thing. I changed how all of my redeems work. I need to make the head pet last longer when it gets double redeemed. I might actually make it stack. So every time someone redeems a head pet, it doubles the amount of time based on the base value. So not like a what is it called? Parabolic? No. Exponential growth. It would just be like a double of time. So like every time someone redeems it, it would add the like 5 seconds of head pet so they could keep going. Okay. You know, this song might be a little too hard. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, darn, I missed it. I feel like I saw it on a different stream though. I had... Oh no, you know, I'll share it again. Let me see if I can find it. I had two. I'm gonna put them both up real quick. I'm on the fence with both of them, but I haven't fully finished the other design. Okay. Zoom that in. Zoom that in. Okay. So, these were my two designs. This will be a sneak peek. I appreciate you guys staying till the end of the stream. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate you guys keeping me company. It's nice to be able to like chit chat. You guys are amazing. So, a little sneak peek. I have two designs I've been working on. I have design 1 on the right. You can't see my mouse, but I'm circling it right now. Design 1 was the original design. It's my first run at this style. And it was actually drawn by my artist. Design 2, I'm still working on. I've kind of thought about how I want to do it, and I have commissioned an artist to draw it properly. And once I have the artist's drawing of it, it's not going to look specifically like this. The sandals on the bottom, not going to be a thing. The ice thing in the back, not going to be a thing. Mostly just the theming. I want maybe a little bit of an ice theme. And then also, I'm going to redo the redeems. So my thought is, once I get a new avatar rigged, the transforms are going to be temporary. Thank you for the coin, Mythical. I appreciate that. I hope you're having an amazing night. I haven't seen you in a while, but I hope you're doing well. You know, in the spirit. I want to make sure Howling saves a little bit of money. So I appreciate the coin. So those are my current thoughts. Put that back. We'll put those away. That is my current opinions. I don't know if you guys have any opinions on them. If you have a preference on if you like one more than the other. One of them doesn't have pants yet. I haven't figured out how I want to do pants on that one. And that's my dilemma. I am not an artistic person, so I struggle when it comes to design stuff. That is like my absolute weakness. Oh, Howling, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. I didn't even realize that you hadn't subscribed because you had been gifting so many subs. But I appreciate everything that you've done tonight. Retro just did a spice challenge and cried on the floor while eating ice cream. Wait, were they eating like, oh, like hot peppers? Dude, that sounds absolutely painful. I cannot do spicy foods. I'm the kind of person that like, you put a little lemon in my water and I'm out of my league. I can't eat any more than that. Are pants necessary? Tech Priest asking the real questions. I was actually kind of vibing with the idea of just doing shorts and calling it good enough. So technically, no. I just have to not get banned on Twitch. But this is Twitch. I can just have myself under the screen. Like, look at this. I go like this. Okay, you can still see my underside. I go like this. There you go. Now you can't tell if I'm wearing pants. See? What about a frilly skirt? I'm kind of feeling the theme of this one is going to be like a tight outfit. That is, I think, my favorite character design so far. I've been playing with this idea for like 2 years. It's actually been insane. Are you going to stick to the ice blue colors? I think that it's based on which one I pick. I think the blue looks good on the left one that I was showing, and I think that the blonde looks good on the other one. So because of that, it depends on the character, but if I do end up picking the left one, I will stick with the blue. If I pick with the right one, we're going to be golden retriever. The dog we always were meant to be. That's the only downside about the blue one, is it's not as dog as I would like. What about no pants? I'm thinking about it. There's a good chance I may not put pants on that avatar. I mean, we only see you to the waist up. See, oh my god, Tech Priest was ahead of me, like 3 steps. I see Goldens are the goodest peppers. Aww. I appreciate that. And I agree. I think Golden Retrievers are amazing dogs. Okay. With that, I'm going to bed. I appreciate you guys all for being here. Honestly, it means a lot to me to see you guys here. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Thank you for the head pets, Nox. Howling, you're amazing. You went way above and beyond. I don't expect anything from you. I don't expect anything from anyone in my chat. However, you did amazing things and I really appreciate them. Dino, I appreciate you stopping by. Nox, I appreciate you always being there for me. Tech Priest, you're a very sweet individual. I love when you stop by and give random head pets. Am I missing anyone? Mythical, I appreciate you also being sweet. I've seen some of your other side in the other chats, so I know that you're not always... Sometimes you're a little bit on the spicy side. But that's okay. We all like a little bit of spice sometimes. And anyone that I miss, anyone lurking, I appreciate you guys being there. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Good night, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.